grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told. Watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I release my soul, now they taking pictures of it.
Eyes on the prize, it's my last soda. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She bustin' to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tied up, ties on the...
Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital, we've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Landover. Returning it from the 4. He's got a lane up past the 30. He goes out of bounds on the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 bison, bring it. Ready.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That pass is caught by Wandale Robinson. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Biggest difference in the college NFL game, we know this, Kate, it's matchups. Right, that college game, so much more space with the wide hash marks. Not so much in the NFL. You've got to cultivate one-on-ones, cultivate matchups. Using the receiver as a runner, that was a matchup successful for this offense.
And they had that one contained right at the line. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He'll throw it yet again. Connects with Slayton. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackle made by Jair Brown. Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. 3rd down give to Robinson. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And the Commanders will have a 1st. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll throw on 1st. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
McBride hauls it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They send a tight end in motion. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Throwing on 2nd and 6. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
Here we go, set, hand the street, hand the street. Ready?
3rd down from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And this one does not go far.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
4th and 3, drive on the line. They kick the running back in motion. He's dropping back to throw. Touchdown, Washington. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. And now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Play made by E.J. Speed. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Third and long for him here. He's on the move. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Working quickly here. First and 10, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They're advancing it well as they face second down. From the 48. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ready up.
Opening drive going according to plan. This is first and 10 at the 36. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's second and 11. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Here he is on third and long. That's going to be caught by Mitchell.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They're going play action. Gets himself free. To the sideline. Catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the first.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession. Sit on the bench to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. Running it after the penalty. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
From the gun on 3rd down. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs start off well to tie things 7-7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set up. Go.
They'll come out throwing. He finds Slayton. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
Robinson in motion right. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. And it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Robinson on the inside give. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's got him, that's McBride. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action here. Stays in the... And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half.
At the 46-yard line.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Set.
Trying again, following the sack. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Chiefs take over after forcing the 1st turnover of this ball game.
Not common we see interceptions come off screen passes. If somebody, though, misses their block during that setup, it can leave a defender in position to step in front of that throw, just as he does right there.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
19 tight, go!
Throwing now from the gun. He's on the move. And they take him down right along the 30. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. The Chiefs trying to make some noise before halftime. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
There, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see, because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a 1st. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. This one intended for the running back. And now they face 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting, right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. Here's Jake Moody for the field goal. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. Has the direction, but not the distance. It falls just short. And the score remains knotted, 7-all.
You know, we get on that field in pregame, and these kickers make it look so easy. But in real action, it's a totally different animal. That was definitely on line. Just didn't quite get all of it. It's going to wind up just a few feet short.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's a throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be second down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Pass complete. That's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. 79 Broncos. Check, Bobcat, check, street.
He'll throw it yet again. Connects with Slayton. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Big Ace open. 2-2.
A final throw before the break. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, 2 quarters left, Brock, for starters and backups alike to get tuned up before week 1. The second half of our preseason finale is underway. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Back to throw. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Commanders will go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
60 Eagles. Tag.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Go. Trap 60. Trap 60. Go trap. Go trap.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. That pass is complete to McBride. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Cougar 19.
Handoff now to Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. But you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Here we go.
At the Chiefs' 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brandon Jones up for the stop. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
70 Lions.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
Ready.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Come on. Set.
He's back to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. Big man's showing up the yards. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders push their lead further to start the half. Trey McBride, the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge? There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Now looking to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fourth and forever coming up. They're going for this. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield at first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Trying to find Trey McBride. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Motioning him from the slot right. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
19 Lions. And let's take 19.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are able to get the return down to the 40-yard line before they're stopped. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock, and the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not taking anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front. And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that INT.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Hurry. Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down at the 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
So we're through 3 here. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. First and 10 now from the 30.
Come on. Set.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to take this down inside the 25 before being stopped. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
So pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
First throw for the backup now. Into the hands of Gesicki, complete. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
3rd and 1.
Here we go. Set.
They're going play action. Vacates quickly left side. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
A certain variation of this play has really become synonymous with one team. And you know who I'm talking about, the tush push over there in Philly. But at its roots, this has been one of the offense's greatest plays long before Jalen Hurts and those Eagles put their own stamp on it. So simple to run, so tough to stop.
And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders have likely locked up the win right there. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop, because a broken tackle can mean a touchdown.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Back to 60. Pass to the left.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds him on the slant. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd and 3. Finds a seam down the middle. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He rolls to his right. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Touchdown, Kansas City! It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the Chiefs drop the lead back to 13.
27, Chiefs 14. Jake Moody to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Starting from the 5. And this return gets to the 30 before he's stopped. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Chiefs have some new life in the 4th. 2nd and long. They didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have two choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play it conservative, try to get to a manageable third down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem? Well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Pass play now. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Let's go now.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Desperation time here on 4th. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. A tight end in motion now. Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Play action on 1st down. Rolling out to his left. On him quick, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 13 at the 17-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Commanders with a 13-point lead. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Panther Street. Panther Street. Here we go. Sack. Check out.
Another try following the sack. Pass caught along the sideline by Gesicki. And the nice pickup ends beyond the 35 as he goes out. 1st down, ball at the 36. Motioning one of the tight ends. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
18 Cardinal. Hey, hey, check that. Check.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Got a man, it's Gesicki. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And it's a gain on the run, down to the 23. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the 23. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
For how well they were moving the ball on this possession, surprising. Surprising to see them get caught up now, and even more surprising, Kate, to see them knocked so far backwards with a sack. At this point, well, you got to get back on schedule. Maybe even a manageable 4th down if you don't get the first.
So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win for the Commanders. And this victory is going to give them a nice shot of confidence as they work through the next couple of weeks and prepare for things to count coming up in Week 1. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from D.C.